That Muhammad Al Durrah was the child who was reportedly, according to a report on France 2 television, it showed him being killed by the Israelis in some demonstration, and he was shown in an iconic picture cowering against his father, and then you see the child slump, and you're told that there's been 25 minutes of firing by the Israelis, and you see the child slump, and then the reporter says he's dead. And that picture not just went around the world, but actually was used directly. That picture was the direct cause of the murder of countless innocents. When Daniel Pearl was beheaded, one of the things that his captors said was, "This is for Muhammad Al Durrah." The image was used to incite mass murder, and it was a lie. It was a lie, because, cut a long story short, I sat in a courtroom in Paris, and I watched part of the missing footage, the footage that France 2 had not transmitted of that incident. And it was very apparent from the start that this demonstration was not a demonstration at all. It was a staged carnival. There was a carnival atmosphere. You saw the participants who were having a great time. There were children on bicycles. They were larking about in front of the camera. And you saw the cameras positioned, in position, on tripods, waiting to take the pictures that would give the Western media the story of the Israelis killing Palestinians.
2 other cameramen caught the scene with Jamal and Mohammed behind the barrel that day. The cameraman filming from behind shows that the 3rd cameraman was right behind the boy, seen here moving his leg. They were joined by a 4th person just when the firing was supposed to be at its worst. Unlike Mohammed and his father, who were protected by the barrel, the cameraman and the man behind him were directly in the line of Israeli fire.
And then you saw that at some point there was firing, but you saw most of it was not under fire. At some point there was firing, and then you saw, on this footage, you saw Palestinians falling to the ground and being put onto stretchers and bundled into an ambulance. Very dramatic, except there was something wrong with this picture. There was no blood. There was not one single evidence of any injury whatsoever.
Because we got film provided by Reuters of Palestinians being carried into ambulances looking like they were seriously injured, and then a couple of minutes later they got out of the ambulance again and started laughing and so on.
And nobody watching this ever thought, why isn't there any blood? Because they were being told, this is a demonstration, the Israelis are firing, people are being injured, so they believed it. And then you see Muhammad Al Durrah, the child, holding on to his father, and there are bullets, and then you see the child slump, and the reporter says, he's dead, and then in that Paris courthouse you see what then happened. The child is lying on the floor, he's dead, and then you see the child do this.
בצומת נצרים ומאות פצועים.
And the film was stopped, and France 2's lawyers were asked, why did you say the child was dead? He was alive. We just saw him move. And the response from the lawyers was, he was dead. The movement that we saw on the film just now was the involuntary movement of a dead body. That image has caused endless mass murder, as I say. And one has to ask oneself, what is in the minds of the reporters and the cameramen who are filming all this? Because it's called Pallywood. And there are many examples of Pallywood. Dolls arranged for the cameras with tomato ketchup on them. And this is dead Palestinian children. And it's put out on the BBC as dead Palestinian children, alongside Palestinian children who really are dead, unfortunately. Don't the reporters or cameramen know what they are seeing? Of course they do. Of course they do. They don't care, because it's the broader truth, isn't it? The broader truth is that Israel is the aggressor. So it doesn't matter. It's not a lie, it's the broader truth.